Are you hungry?
Give me something good.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Görgött. We're back to cooking meat. I know it's been a lot of kind of vegetarian dishes lately, but we're back on the meat. And today we're making a secreto. It's a nice cut from the pork. It's kind of sitting here somewhere on the pork, on the pig. Comes from Spain, basically, the cut, but you can find it pretty much anywhere nowadays. But before we look at what we have there on the board, as always, please support the channel by clicking the subscribe button and checking the bell icon to get notifications. Now let's have a look here on the board. We have our nice secreto. It's a nice and kind of marbled piece, just quickly on the grill. We have some apple compote, or some apple cream, or whatever you want to call it. We have some spring garlic emulsion. We have some potatoes, and we have some thyme. And this is all we need for today. And first of all, I'll show you how to make these two things. So let's start with the apples. So for the apple compote, as you can see, I peeled an apple or two apples, peeled two apples and cut them up into smaller pieces, put them in a pot, and we're gonna put that on the stove at medium heat. The apple I chose is Braeburn. It's not so sweet, it has a bit of a sour note to it, and I prefer that to this kind of dish. But you can take any apple you want. So let's get them on the stove, and then we'll see what we do with them when we're done. So here you can see our apples. We will mix them a bit to get them nice and smooth, hopefully. And then we'll see if they need some sugar or not. So let's get a spoon to give it a taste. This is perfect for me. I don't want it sweeter. It has the natural sweetness of the apple, not more than that, but a nice sour note to it. Really fresh. So that's perfect. So we'll put that to the side. And it's important to keep that sourness, I think, in this dish to kind of balance with the fattiness of the garlic emulsion and so on. But let's have a look at how we did the garlic emulsion as well. We have two beautiful spring garlics. I'll put the oven on 250. We're gonna roast those in there, probably an hour. So I'll put them in, and when we're done, I'll let you know how long it took. Our garlic is done. It was about an hour now. Just cut it in half. A bit messy. And then either with a knife or just with a spoon, kind of get the garlic out. And this takes a while, so let's skip to the part where it's already out. So our garlic has been taken out of the garlic, our garlic cloves out of the garlic. We'll mix it up now. We'll add a little bit of neutral oil. Yeah, 2-3 tablespoons. A little bit of apple vinegar. And a little bit of salt. It's going to need a bit more oil for consistency. That's good. It's enough vinegar, enough salt. Another 3 tablespoons. I'm happy with consistency and I'm happy with taste, so we can put this to the side as well. So now that we've seen these two, let's start with the potatoes because they take the longest now. And for me, for this dish, the potatoes, we want them this size. And I'm not going to need so many. Probably make 3 or 4 per plate. So let's cut these up and then we'll see what we do with them. So we have our potato pieces. Now what we'll do is we'll steam them just for a little bit and then we'll finish them on the grill together with the Secreto. But let's have a look at how we prepare the Secreto as well. So we have our beautiful piece here. The steamer is on the background if there's some strange background noise. We don't want to trim too much of this. We can just check if there's really a lot of fat. We can trim some of it off. Always when you trim, you see how I keep the blade up? So you cut as little meat off as possible. Kind of just want the not so nice parts to get away, to take them off. And fat is a nice part. So I just, as you can see, I just cut away some of the excess fat. And this is ready to go now. We'll put a little bit of oil so that it doesn't stick too much. And once the potatoes are done in the steamer, I'll see you out at the grill. Once we're happy with them, you just put them to the side to keep warm. So the last one. I'm sorry if you have a lot of noise in the background. It's a lot of kids walking by, but that's what it is right now. So let's get the meat on. Now this is going to go relatively quickly because it's very thin. What we do is we put it where it's really hot, and then once we've kind of made a nice surface on it, we'll put it a bit to the side as well. Now that for me is a perfect crust. So, and I'll just put it to the side. Where it's not so hot, we close a little bit and wait until it's done. We can already grab our potatoes. The Secreto needs a little bit more. If you have a thermometer, you can go for around 62, 63 degrees in the core. So let's see. I think we're good to go. We'll need to rest it a little bit, but we can go in. Our Secreto is rested. And I'll just cut for the serving plate that we're filming. We'll cut. Beautiful. I want 3 pieces. I'll go for those 3. The rest we'll put away. And before we serve it up, as always, if you stuck with me this long, there must have been something you liked about the episode. So please do me the favor, support the channel, hit that thumbs up button below. Thank you. And now let's plate. So we'll start with our potatoes. And put our meat on there. Like so. And we'll take our emulsion. Just on top of it like that. And now our apple puree. Could probably do this easier if you used a piping bag or something, but this works too. There we go. And last but not least, some fresh thyme. It's not easy when you have fingers like me and shaky hands, but I do my best. So, that's our dish. Time to dig in. Let's make sure we get a little bit of everything. Oops, don't fall over. It's such a nice piece of meat. And it goes really well with the garlic and the apples. Smokiness on the potatoes. Now, if you like pork and you haven't tried this cut, do try it. It's, how should I explain it? It's almost a little bit like what's in between the bones in a baby back rib. Almost. It comes towards that kind of consistency and chew. This is beautiful. The spring garlic, quite mild, but has this nice garlic taste. I love it. I hope you liked it too. Give it a try at home. It's spring garlic or early summer garlic, so it's time now to try it. And yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed that we cooked a bit of meat again. As always, support the channel if you haven't done so yet. Click the subscribe, check the bell icon. But now all that's left is to say goodbye.